And now we're stepping up to phase 2. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm in my nice comfy chair. This is going to be another episode in the Dentures versus Food, but there's something I want to talk about or maybe clarify some more. I think with these new hard relines in my dentures, I have a distinct advantage over other denture wearers slash users. Unless, of course, other denture wearers are in the same situation I'm in. And I'm referring to my bottom denture. Now, as you all know, anytime you bite into food and you're trying to bite through, you always use the front. And what normally happens when you try to bite through something with the front teeth, the upper back denture wants to kick down and the lower back denture wants to kick up, both at the same time, because you're putting all this pressure up front. And that's why dentists suggest adhesive. Well, with my current situation, the lower denture, that's not going to happen. Since it's hooked in the back, it'll kick up, but since it's hooked up under my jawline right back there, it won't. I'm going to bite my finger, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'm going to attempt to break the seal in the upper. And there it went. So the lower denture, I'm going to show you this because this feels funny with the lower in and the upper out. Kind of weird. But basically, your bottom denture, I'm thinking it's the same with everybody. If you were to press down on the lower denture and just push, the back will kick up because it'll have room to rock because it's a horseshoe shape. It doesn't have a piece to go across like your upper because, well, your tongue's there. But this is what happens when I try. Ow. It won't go. Ooh, but buddy, that hurt. So I do have that advantage. So what I'm thinking is once I get used to it back here, I think the only place, if I even use adhesive at all, on the lower denture is going to be right up front to keep it from being pulled up. Because we're gonna eat this here banana. This will be my second time eating a banana, and I learned something on the first one. And of course, is no adhesive. Oh, and also if I pull the front end of this up when I go to remove it, if I pull up too high, these back pieces right here and here also dig in. So it doesn't matter if it goes up or down, it's digging into the back. And this morning it hurt when I put it in because there you go. I was kind of in a hurry and I didn't line it up with the jaw. And it hurt. It was not a happy camper. And the front up here was hurting, but ow, no, I can't pull it out with. A lot of people say put your upper in first and then your lower. Well, because of the way the reline went with my lower, I have to put this one in first because I won't have enough room to get in there if the upper's already there. And now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh God, I hate when that happens. I got derailed. Let me think about it a minute. It might come back. But yeah, see that area down here where this front end kind of digs into that little piece of skin. I don't know what it's the same as your tongue underneath. I've explained this before, but I don't know what that's called. It's like a muscle or something that connects the tongue to the bottom of your mouth, and you got the same thing down here in your lip. It's like a little. I don't know if it's. I'm sure it's not a tendon or ligament. I don't know what it's called. But it's like a little piece of skin that connects to the jaw and then to the lower part of the lip. And this sits on it. I might need to have him notch it out just a wee bit more right there, but it's not really hurting anymore. Make sure it's lined up. So, but of course, I went to eat dinner last night and I was eating burritos. And they're beef and bean, and I had shredded cheese, salsa, and sour cream on them, and a fork. Because there's no way you're eating these with your hands because of all the cheese, sour cream, and salsa. So it's a fork meal. But I took that first bite and went to chew, and everything got stuck right up front, and it pulled the bottom denture up, and oh my God, it hurt. So I wound up, I guess it was about 5 o'clock in the evening. So I just went ahead and took my dentures out, put them into soak, and went ahead and finished my meal without the dentures because I have toughened up my gums quite substantially. The eating burritos is nothing. So, and when I went to bed, I didn't get up until 5 a.m. and it probably wasn't until about maybe 7:15, 7:30, somewhere around there, I put my dentures in. So my gums had over 12 hours to rest. And I thought to myself that today I was just going to not put them in. But my mouth felt good. This area down here with that little piece of whatever wasn't sore anymore. So I went ahead and put my dentures in. But yeah, like I said, I tried to move a little bit too quick and it hurt because I didn't line it up before I tried to sit it down. So I've learned one thing with the banana because yeah, the banana will mess you up. Now the bite is going to dislodge my upper. I already know this because, I've already done this once before. But yep, I already know what to expect. But I learned to keep my mouth closed once I do bite through. hmm I got to remove it with my tongue. I mean, this is pretty sticky. Now, my bottom denture did come up in the front, which is the thing. It can dislodge if it comes up far enough and then travels back far enough. The whole denture will come out. It'll unseat. And then I have to stop what I'm doing because it's difficult to reseat it without using my hands the way it's been. I don't want to say designed because I know it wasn't done on purpose, but like I said, it's a very nice side effect that occurred during the reline of my dentures. But it is difficult, and yes, when I do bite through the banana, the upper does break, the back drops down, and the back and the bottom goes up a little bit, then stops where it's hooked, and then I just have to work it over with my tongue. Mm-hmm. Mm. So if you are not using adhesive like I am, you're going to find a banana to be a challenge. I mean, like I said, this is the second banana I've eaten. So I've already got experience from the first one and a lot of pain from the first one. This time it's not hurting because I'm aware of what I'm doing now. I had stated in previous videos that my overall goal, the end goal, is to be able to eat foods without adhesives. And because of this hard reline and because of what occurred with the lower denture and it hooking underneath the jaw, I'm actually able to do this way ahead of schedule. There are still a lot of other foods I want to try eating, like Bill does, your favorite denture wearer. He can bite into an apple. I don't think I have the skill for that, but I'm really feeling ahead of the curve because I wasn't able to do this previously. So it's because of this current reline that I'm able to do what I'm doing now. That worked out. And I love bananas. And believe me, you should already know if you have dentures that bananas are really easy to eat without. But with dentures, it's a trick. And I've done peeled it too far, so now I'm about to lose the whole damn thing. The only thing I'm having problems with is the upper. Because when I bite into it, the upper denture breaks free. It just drops down on the back. But then I just have to follow through. So the only denture not being affected really in the biting part of it is the lower. Broke. But I just pushed through. And of course, when I'm moving the banana around in my mouth to go back and forth, the banana catches on that plate on the upper denture and wants to pull it down as well. So bananas definitely have a stick factor. Wow, and this banana, all right, I'm not eating any more of this one because it looked rotten in the center. But anyway, that's bananas. So banana, yeah, easy to eat without dentures. But when you put your dentures in, the difficulty level goes up a tad. So if you're starting out and you're wanting to try and eat foods without adhesives, take your time. Don't rush it. Don't get too upset because you're going to have to learn. Like I said, this is my second time eating a banana. So I pretty much learned the hard way what not to do. But yeah, the banana will stick to your dentures. It'll stick to the teeth. It'll stick to the roof or the palate. And when you go to move it around, you got to keep your mouth closed. Keep your dentures closed and use your tongue to move it around until you get used to it. Then you can start chewing. So that's all I wanted to share on this one. So until the next video, peace. Uh, I did forget to mention one thing about my dentures and the current setup with the lower denture. The pressure, the pain I experience when I bite through something with the front of these dentures, the pain is proportionate to the pressure I apply when I bite through something. So If it's something like, say, a Slim Jim that I'm trying to bite through, depending on how much pressure I have to exert to bite through it, it's going to create an equal amount of pain in the back with the lower denture. But like I said, I do believe I can build up a tolerance, but I wanted to mention that. The pain equals the pressure. So more pressure I put in, the more pain I'm going to suffer. It equals out, you know. If it's something soft, but you bite through, you won't feel anything. But the harder it gets, whatever the food is, whatever you're trying to bite through, the more pressure I put into it, the more pain I'm going to suffer. But it's worth it. It's worth it. All right, I just wanted to get that out there because, well, you know, I kind of sort of forgot to mention that because I rambled.